Question is, how can I create a more inspiring environment for my creative work? Oh, that is a really good question. How can I create more inspiring environment? What is more inspiring environment? Okay, so basically this thing, I'm gonna kind of like a simplify this question so that simple example so that you could understand better. All right, yeah. So when you went to the gym, okay, yeah, you kind of like a simply push yourself even more further while doing a gym. Okay, yeah, while doing pulling the weights and stuff like that. Why? Because of that key in the gym, it have kind of like a such a environment where people could do such thing like that. Okay, yeah, like people are lifting 100 kilo weight. Okay, yeah, 100 kilo is too much, but yeah, like they are lifting too much amount of weight and stuff like that. They are doing strength training, they are doing kind of like a cardio, they are doing everything. All right, yeah. So when they are kind of like a somebody doing such a thing, then we also get really inspired to do this thing. So basically is this thing we actually inspired from the people around us, so that makes it that environment is become something really inspirational environment. Okay, inspirational or kind of like a something really inspiring environment, so that people are kind of like a something inspired and do their work even more better. All right, yeah. If you still not understand, I'm gonna example to you, like I'm gonna example another. Okay, yeah. Like um if you are kind of like a, such a person who doesn't really dance that much. Okay, yeah, like you dance, yeah, but like basically is this thing not really that much. Okay, yeah. So suddenly just like that on the stage you have to perform a dance. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you did prepare about the this dance and you did dance. Okay, yeah, in front of people in on the stage, but you don't really enjoy that much because of that you are doing this thing after so long period of time, and as also you are bitterly scared that what if I miss my steps and stuff like that. Okay, yeah. So in this moment you are kind of like a scared of failure. Okay, you are kind of like a scared that key, like should I shouldn't supposed to be fail, I have to dance. So it's become little bit of stress and you have to do perform your dance. Okay, yeah. So, what if I'm gonna mention that okay, instead of you alone on the stage in front of public, with you almost like a 20 people on the stage, okay, yeah. So when the 20 people are on the stage and it's kind of like a freestyle means like that, okay, do whatever you want. So when the all the 20 people are dancing on a freestyle, you are bitterly comfortable to do that, do dance, and you dance such a way that you don't really prepare, but unfortunately you have started doing dance. What I'm trying to tell you is this thing ki we are bitterly comfortable to dance with the other. Okay, yeah, like that's why most of people are dance on the club, because of that ki in the club they have kind of like a multiple people, so we are not kind of like a something people who judge that ki how we supposed to be like. No, in the club everyone is kind of like a something dance. It's not should supposed to be kind of like a, you have to dance really perfect way. You have to just dance. Okay, yeah. So that's why we are bitterly enjoy while dancing in the club. That's why we are bitterly enjoy we are while we are dancing in the parade. That's why we are kind of like a something enjoy while dancing with your friends. Okay, yeah, as compared to the person who kind of like a dance alone. Okay, yeah. The person who is kind of like a bitterly comfortable and enjoy while dance alone, that person is called professional. That is called like a like choreographer or kind of like a something perfect dancer. Okay, yeah. And he wanted to execute such a dance without any interruption, so that's why he kind of like a do dance alone. But I'm not talking about that person, I'm talking about the normal person. The normal person who literally like a hesitate to dance in front of other, but when they have multiple people in the dance group, the person would become really comfortable to dance. Okay, yeah. So that environment became inspiring environment to do the activity. Means we are actually inspired on that particular environment, and we are like we just inspired and we just kind of like do the stuff. Do you get it now? Okay, yeah. So an inspiring environment is literally essential to kind of like a something really we push ourselves even more further. In a gym we actually lift the weight so much. in a people who are dancing, we are kind of like a comfortable to dance. You get it now? Okay, yeah. So inspirational environment is really essential to kind of like a something to in the creative zone, or to into the kind of like a something push ourselves even more further. Okay, yeah. Do you get it? So question is that ki how would I supposed to be create such an environment in my surrounding? Okay, do I do any kind of like a creative work? Yes, I do photography. Alright, yeah. How do you supposed to create that such an inspiring environment? Well, probably is this thing. I need a multiple people. Okay, yeah. Like basically is this thing like a camera equipment, lights and stuff like that. Yeah, these are also really good, but they are not really actually kind of like inspired me to do the creativity. Huh, like basically it kind of like inspired me for temporary. Like if I bought the kind of like a something very new camera which has this bells and whistle, then probably I would kind of like say that ki, huh, like this is really good. But it's just like that ki we need a kind of like a something people. Okay, yeah, we have kind of like a something people around us, then we are literally kind of like a something inspired from them, and it became that environment even more creative. All right, yeah. So at this moment, um, how would I supposed to add multiple people? Well, probably is this thing, let me tell you one thing. Okay, yeah, I'm doing creative work, that is for sure. Okay, yeah. And I need a kind of like a something, a photography is my creative field. All right, yeah. So I need such a person who are literally kind of like a like me. What's a like me means like that ki they also have kind of like a same quality that I have, means like that ki they are also kind of like enthusiastic for photography and stuff like that. Like basically if I am in that particular group of people who are literally enthusiastic for photography, then all those people combine and it kind of like a create inspiring environment, because we are inspired from each other, and we are kind of like a pushing even more further in our creative field and creative work, and it kind of like a simply help us to grow. All right, yeah. At this time I don't really have such a person, or I don't really have any such a people. Yeah, I have such a people, like basically, but they are not kind of like a something into the photography, no. All right, yeah. If you don't really understand this thing, so I'm gonna example to you with a previous example that I mentioned. All right, the dance. All right, yeah. So is this thing that key? No, dance is a kind of like a something activity that everyone does it, even if you are kind of like a something a dance person or not. Okay, yeah, because of that ki when you are in the group, whatever the person who could dance. All right, yeah. But important thing is that ki if I wanted to create that inspirational environment, I need a kind of like a something people who is kind of like me. Okay, yeah. And if the people who are kind of like a something like me, sorry, like me means like that, have same mindset about the creativity and stuff like that, then probably is this thing that I could create such an environment. And then I, yeah. But I don't really have it. Okay, yeah. In the future I will, but at this moment I'm not. Okay, most of the effort that I do by myself, and I execute by myself. All right, yeah. But I'm gonna tell you the sad reality about this thing. All right, yeah. Sad, it's not a sad reality, dude. Okay, it's not a sad reality. It's like that na ki, like the effort and help, like as a help, like basically is this thing na, the appreciation, I don't know. Okay, yeah. At this time, you're not really kind of like such a person who could afford such a people, like basically hiring people and stuff like that. Then I will create such an environment. You are not in that particular position, na. How would you supposed to do that? Right, right. How would you supposed to hire someone? Like you are not actually earning any single amount of money, so how would you supposed to hire someone? No, na. Right. But in the future, when I will have kind of like some sort of resource, then I would do such a thing like that. But at this moment I am kind of like pushing myself by myself. All right, next question.